Hey, everybody, welcome to another Wednesday edition of your favorite podcast on YouTube. Why the hell not? It's your boy Gio here from Omnibros Live, part of the Omnibus Collectors Network, and I'm joined by, Comics Guy. Lou, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, man. How's it going? Happy Wednesday night.
I am excited that we're here because apparently there's a lot to talk about, so that's exciting. Should be a fun-filled show. So let's get this thing started right out the gate. Let's give a massive shout out to the sponsor of this episode and this channel, and of course the Omnibros shows. That is InStockTrades.com, IST as the kids like to say, where you can get your collected editions, whether it be a hardcover, omnibus, trade paperback, manga, whatever that may be. You can get it at InStockTrades.com. $50 or more gets you free shipping in that order. Of course, there are deals going on right now, even though the screenshot has other books. This is just an example, but there are books right now up to 60% off from different omnibus and trade paperbacks and all that fun stuff. So In Stock Trades, fantastic customer service and wonderful packaging. That is at InStockTrades.com. All right. And let's plug the Patreon. Why don't you tell the fine folks about the Patreon? You just did one the other weekend, right?
Yeah, man. So the patreon.com/omnibroslive, where for $5 a month, you get access to an exclusive Zoom hangout with Gabe and I, where we kind of just shoot the shit with you guys. We send you the invite, and you guys can join in if you want. And if you can't make it, that's perfectly fine, because you can always catch the replay. The entire archive of all the shows that we've done right now is there. There's probably at this point close to probably 20, 25. I'm not even sure at this point, but we've been doing this for close to about a year at this point. So there's quite a few episodes that are backlogged on there, and each one of those are about an hour to 2 hours long, and they're a lot of fun. It allows us to kind of vent a little bit, get us to know you on a more personal level, and talk about stuff we really can't talk about here.
Oops, sorry about that.
There you go.
Thank you to the chat for tuning in. JT Gamer says, I have access to Amazing Fantasy 15 story and Amazing Spider-Man 1 through 123. Should I do a reading run? Of course. The answer is yes. Always read Spider-Man.
Yeah, man, that's all classic stuff. You've got what you have is the Stan Lee and Ditko era, the Stan Lee and John Romita Sr. era, although that's not the full John Romita Sr. era, if I'm mistaken, but it's a good chunk of it. So you have some quality stuff to look forward to there.
Yep. And our buddy Raphael, thank you for joining. My Something is Killing the Children slipcase deluxe is on the way. You are one of the lucky ones. Congrats. That thing looks amazing, although people are losing their minds over a slipcase. but congrats because that book is awesome. No,
There's
literally, I
the
saw somebody posted in the Facebook group that a store was scalping it for 200 some dollars just because of the mistake that Boom made. It's silly.
what's the deal with that? What is it exactly that's going on with the? Because Joe
Uh,
Goose picked one up with the slipcase.
they canceled orders, or stores were not going to receive the huge amounts or something like that, so they had
Hmm.
to resolicit the slipcase for a second printing in January, I think. So not
Huh.
all the stores are going to get the book.
Okay.
I could go into details, but that's not my forte when it comes to the comic book business side of things. You could ask Jess or Omar,
Hmm.
but that's sort of what happened.
Hmm. Okay.
So some stores got them, a few, others didn't get squat.
All right. So if
Uh,
you want your copy, email Omar at 3 in the morning. He loves that, and you could send him a bunch of texts and stuff like that. That'll
yeah,
guarantee you one.
yeah. Leave 100 comments on the YouTube videos. He loves
Hmm.
those.
Hmm.
So we're not here to talk about something that's killing the children. We're here to talk about some news and all that fun stuff. You mentioned that there were a lot of trailers at the DC Fandome last Saturday. Did you enjoy the DC Fandome? Because I know some hipsters are always like, "Oh, the fandom thing sucks."
I wasn't like Gabe that Gabe watched apparently the whole thing. Um, Overall, I gotta say I'm digging this DC fandom thing. I think fandom is other whatever. I'll say fandom. I'm digging the DC fandom thing. I think it's pretty cool that each year we can look forward to something like this where it's like we've got a whole slew of announcements, we've got a whole slew of trailers for upcoming things, and a few surprise drops along the way. I don't think anybody's expected them to drop the first two episodes of the new Young Justice series right off the
No, I
bat
saw
after
that.
this was
Yeah.
done. That was pretty cool. So I dig when they do stuff like that. Um, I'm in it mostly for the trailers, just because I want to see what stuff they've got coming up and some of the behind the scenes stuff, which I always find pretty interesting. So,
Yeah.
I thought it was fun from what I saw.
I'm going to share an article here from Screen Rant, but I'm not going to play the videos because we will get flagged.
Hmm.
I'm just going to leave it there because it looks all nice and pretty. So some of the stuff that they highlighted, they introduced a show with a teaser trailer for Black Adam. Out of
Okay.
everything shown, in my opinion or my preference, I guess, this was the most hyped thing for me because we already know about the Batman movie. We literally saw a preview last year, so we already
Hmm.
know what we're getting ourselves into. With Black Adam, this is a whole new avenue when it comes to DC films and properties.
Hmm.
Plus, they're going to introduce the JSA and other stuff that people are not accustomed to. And just seeing Black Adam, he's one of my favorite anti-heroes, so I was really excited. I dig it.
Yeah, Black Adam to me is probably outside of one other one that we'll talk a little bit later. The one that is the most. No, I'll take it back. Black Adam is the most interesting one for me, simply because of all the characters that it's going to introduce. And like you said, this is basically they're not calling it the JSA movie, but this might as well be the JSA movie because it's
Yeah.
got so many characters. I mean, you've got Doctor Fate, Hawkman. Who else is in this? Is
Oh,
Molecule
it says
Man?
it right here. Cyclone and Atom Smasher.
Adam Smasher was the other one. Okay. Yeah, dude, it is a stacked movie, and I'm super excited about it. It looks really good from the behind the
I th-
scenes stuff.
I think if it lands well, I could see this being was it called a tentpole pole film for JSA movie down the
Hmm.
line. I
Yeah,
could see it happening.
yeah, absolutely. I could see them going. Well, the Justice League thing, we're going to shelve that a little bit. Let's just go with the JSA for right now.
Oh,
So,
that could be so badass. Doctor
and
Fate's my favorite of the
oh,
mystical superheroes.
Pierce Brosnan playing Doctor Fate. Yeah, that's great casting, and he's got that silver fox look going on right now, which is perfect for Doctor Fate. He looks the part. He
Hmm,
looks
hmm.
great. He still looks in amazing shape for his age. So this is the one that, man, I really hope this does really well. And the thing is, what's interesting is DC seems like, judging from this stuff and some of the stuff that we've had over the last few years, they're really starting to get this together. The whole extended universe stuff, their films are starting to get a lot better, in my opinion. I know there are some diehard Snyder fans out there. Not for me. These next few movies, man, you want to know something? I'm actually more outside of Spider-Man. I'm actually more excited for these DC films than the Marvel films that are coming up.
Yeah, I saw that online. A lot of people are getting that Marvel universe fatigue and
Yeah.
how it's all structured. Whereas with DC, there's a lot more creative freedom to just, hey, you want to make it a Earth 20 something
Mhm.
film? Go ahead. If you want to place this on Earth 2, yeah, go ahead. They're playing it loose, which is good for the directors, I guess.
I'm really digging what Warner Brothers and DC are allowing all the creative minds to do, where it's like, yeah, we've got multiple universes. This isn't anything new. This isn't. You want to direct a Batman movie? Yeah, man, go ahead, do your own version of the Batman. You want to do a Joker movie? Sure, yeah, we'll get the guy that did The Hangover to do a Joker movie. No, he's never done a movie like this, but it ended up being fucking awesome.
Yep. Yep.
So it's cool. It's really cool that in the last few years they've gotten away from the grim, dark Zack Snyder stuff, which not like I said, not really for me.
Yeah.
And they're allowing these creators to take more challenges. And man, some of the stuff we've got coming up, I'm telling you, I'm very excited, especially
Mhm.
after DC fandom.
Here's a question from Rick Nelson. Thank you for joining. With DC Fandom, Disney Plus Day, and D23, do you think WB and Disney will basically skip big Comic Con announcements moving forward? To me, it seems like it is moving in that direction. I agree. Yeah. Why should they waste
Yeah,
resources and money to go to Comic Con when they can just host their own event and people will tune in to
yeah,
see all the latest stuff and movies and games and all that.
yeah. No, I agree with you. I think there's okay. So there's a number of reasons why this just makes a lot more sense. The days of going to comic conventions like San Diego and waiting 10 hours in line to watch a trailer that eventually it'll leak online with somebody holding up their phone or something like that. I think those days are done
Yeah.
for a number of reasons. I think this style of format, and I think this style of format owes a lot to Nintendo, because Nintendo was the one that was doing these Treehouse Lives
Hmm.
years ago before it became really popular with these companies, as
Yeah.
far as
And
I
the
remember.
directs and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, because the ones that I remember that were doing it first were Nintendo, and they dropped out of E3 slowly, and they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna do our own thing. We're gonna control it, and we're just gonna put it out when we want to." Everything is going digital, and what this allows Warner Brothers and Disney to do is they can control the narrative versus having to split the hype and excitement over the period of a weekend where news gets lost. Because let's face it, we have a short attention span this day and age, and everybody's pissed off at one thing for a weekend, and then they get move on and get mad at something else for another weekend. And they saw this and they're like, why are we fighting for space? Doesn't make any sense. Let's host our own event. We can control the narrative. We don't have to worry about fans asking us the same crappy questions 20 times. And we don't have to worry about the actors slipping up and revealing something they don't have to slip up.
Yeah.
Or if an actor has a controversial thing that happened to him, we don't have to worry about coming up for an excuse that in front of a crowd of people that, hey, yeah, he's not really here today because he's dealing with something. So
Yeah.
it's it's more cost effective, I think, also, and it just makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. With the Fandom, for example, that's all that's pre-recorded, so they
Mm-hmm.
can just do whatever they want and not have to worry about leaks and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Gary brings up a good point. My only complaint is that they didn't really talk about the comic books coming out. I understand that completely, but yeah, you know, Warner Brothers is playing it like a Comic Con style thing, so they're going to focus on the entertainment side of
Mhm.
things with video games, TV
Yeah.
shows, movies, live action movies, the theaters, all that stuff.
You you have to understand that to these companies, even Disney, the comics are so low on their priority list that they might as well
Yeah.
not even be there. They don't care about this unless they want to mine the source material for characters and story arcs that they can use in their films.
Or maybe it's an
That's when they care.
anniversary or something like that.
Exactly. That's when they care, but even then, they do loose adaptations and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
the comics to them, it's such a minuscule amount when you think about a company like AT&T and Warner Brothers that own DC. They're like this. It's a blip on their market.
Yeah, unfortunate. So we got the Black Adam, which looks really cool. I love that The Rock is so passionate about that project, and
Hmm.
it looks to be very heavy on the New 52 style of Black Adam, which
Yep.
I'm a huge fan of. So I'm excited for that. And one of the other movies that I already knew about, so I'm not surprised, but it was really cool to see the behind the scenes stuff, is Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, the sequel.
Hmm.
The characters look awesome. Arthur's getting the camo suit, and Black Manta looks straight up like the New 52 version, just super clean and awesome looking. I'm excited for that. We had some Static Shock news. I don't remember this at all, but okay.
I didn't see this.
Rumors of a live action movie based on the Milestone Comics character Static, best known, have been running around. Milestone Comics co-founder Dennis Cohen and Reggie Hudlin confirmed that, oh, okay, Michael B. Jordan was producing a Static movie as part of a joint venture between his production company and Warner Brothers. The screenplay has been being written by Grand Army writer Randy McKinnon, who's also the screenwriter of the upcoming reboot of The Lost Boys.
Cool.
Cool. All right, that'd be fun. Static Shock
Yeah.
is a great character.
Yeah, I'm down to see what they could do with Static. It's been a few years since anybody's done anything with them.
I'm going to talk about Batman last and the Flash last. Batgirl, I'm excited for this. I'm a huge Batgirl fan,
Hmm.
and I'm from what they hinted at. I think they're not going to go with Burnside Babs, so yay, because I love the original costumes more. But I'm excited. Nothing to show, just a little storyboard, pre-production art or something. We also had an interview about the Blue Beetle movie.
Yep,
Blue Beetle and Batgirl both are coming to HBO Max, by the way.
that's pretty cool. I like that.
Blue Beetle, yes, please. I just hope he doesn't speak like in Young Justice, where it's one giant Mexican American trope of a character. I think Gabe has mentioned it in the past, but I've always agreed with that. It's just
Yeah,
way too much. I love Blue Beetle. I love that character, Jaime. He's awesome, but
yeah.
like, chill with the essay all the time.
You know what? I had the same exact. I mentioned this before. I had the same exact feeling when I was reading. I think it's Jamie McKell. I forgot his name. He wrote Young Avengers.
Oh, yeah, I know who you mean. Yeah,
Is it Jamie McKelvey? I think is his
I think
name.
so. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because he writes America Chavez, and apparently he thinks that every Puerto Rican says Chico at the end of every sentence. Because I swear to God, she says it in every one of her word bubbles.
Kieran Gillen and Jamie McKelvey.
That's what it was. Yeah, no, Gillen, we don't say Chico in every one of our
No,
sentences. I'm sorry, man.
no, nobody. I've never said it once in my life.
Yeah, so
Uh,
that shit was annoying reading that.
yeah.
Good run,
So,
good run though. Very good run.
mhm. DC's League of Super Pets looks to be pretty fun. A lot of celebrities instead of regular voice actors, but hey, whatever.
Mm.
Um, some other projects, the animated stuff, and I wrote on our chat, but now I can't remember. They're making a Constantine animated short with Matt Ryan back as voicing Constantine. They're doing a 4K release of The Long Halloween, and they're putting
Yeah,
both parts together. So that I will get because I didn't like what they did previously, where it's just part one, and then you got to wait another couple months, and then part two.
yeah.
No. So they did announce that as part of the celebration, when it comes to Milestone Comics, Milestone Media is making an animated movie. That is going to be really cool to see. I can't wait for that. It says here it will feature the full lineup of Milestone heroes, including Hardware, Rocket, Icon, Static, among others.
When when is when is Warner Brothers going to stop honey dicking us and actually give us a live action Matt Ryan Constantine series, like a reboot on HBO Max?
The thing is, they want to do like a Justice League Dark Universe thing
Mm-hmm.
on HBO Max, And what they're doing is you're going to get a Zatanna movie, Constantine thing. I don't know if it's a TV show or a movie,
Hmm.
maybe something with Swamp Thing and some other character, and then they're gonna unite them in a movie event for the streaming service of
Yeah.
creating Justice League Dark. And they've mentioned they don't want to use, or they're not going to use Matt Ryan, which a lot of people are upset about, myself included.
Matt was born to play that character, man.
Yeah.
And it's clear as day he loves the character because he keeps coming back every time they ask him if he wants to
Yep.
play him. So the guy still looks the part. He looks great. He's in great shape.
I
Why
don't
not?
know. Maybe they don't want to confuse people because they're so used to seeing him on the Arrowverse stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, but who cares? It's HBO Max. Not everybody that's watching Arrowverse on CW is going to pony up and subscribe to HBO Max. So
Yeah. Yeah. If there was ever a character that was perfect for HBO Max, where you could tell some really great dark stories and you don't have to worry about, the
you
whole
can
smoking thing
you
and
can smoke,
yeah,
curse.
you could
Uh,
smoke, curse, you could drink. You don't have to worry about that stuff. It's Constantine. Like, I don't see why you wouldn't do it.
yep. Oxmeat Pete. Now that Blue Beetle is in production, do you think we'll be getting a Booster Gold movie? It's inevitable. If Blue Beetle does well, I could see them going into a comedic route and introducing Booster Gold, and maybe Ted Kord could join or something like that. Or maybe at the end of the Blue Beetle movie, we get a tease for Ted Kord or something.
Yeah.
But it's inevitable.
No, it is. I think it's just a matter of time that we'll get Booster Gold. It's just who would play him. I mean, fan
Has to
casting, Ryan Reynolds. I know some people have said that, but
has to be a funny man that everybody
yeah,
loves because he's going to get on your nerves, but you like him regardless.
yeah,
Because that's how I always feel when it comes to Booster Gold comics. Like I'm not the biggest fan, but I enjoy and I really like the character.
Well, Booster, he's a dick. That's the thing about Booster Gold is that he's kind
Mm-hmm.
of a dick, but at the end of the day, he's also a hero for the wrong reasons, but he's a hero.
Exactly. What did you think of this casting? The from Cobra Kai, Miguel. He's going to play Blue Beetle. I
I'm
don't
down.
watch Cobra Kai, so I have no idea.
Yeah, no, I'm down, man. I think I am all down for more Latin representation in movies and TV shows. So I'm just excited we're getting a Blue Beetle show. I think that'll be pretty cool.
Yep. Moving right along, we got the Injustice animated movie, which I got to be real with everybody. I'm not looking forward to it. I'm not gonna bother with that. I don't like the art style. I'm okay with just the game and the comics. I don't need a animated movie. That's just me.
The
I know I'm
reviews
probably
for
in the
this,
minority. What was that? Sorry.
the reviews for this have been terrible.
Really?
Yeah, I think well, mediocre is probably what I should say. The reviews for this have not been that great. And to be honest with
Okay.
you, you have years and years of comics written by Tom Taylor and a few other writers and
And the
artists, and
main
you have
video
the
game.
video and the main video game. Go do that. Go play that and read that stuff.
Yeah, this is kind of lazy because if I want the Injustice story, I'll pick up the omnibus or I'll play the video game. I don't need to. This is like watching all the cutscenes and not playing the game. But whatever, whatever. Some people are going
Yeah.
to dig it. Raphael says, saw Injustice, some deviations from the comic book, but a good movie. There you go.
Huh. Okay, man.
Other DC comic films. Oh boy, Catwoman Hunted. Yes,
Oh,
please, more Catwoman content. I'm a fan of, but Warner
the
Brothers,
animation style is so
what are
bad.
you guys doing, my
Oh my
dudes?
god, this looks like a mid '90s cheaply done anime.
They're going, and I think it's WB Animation that's doing this. They're not outsourcing or anything like that. They're going for an anime look, but it's bad. A lot of people are like, "Oh, this is awesome, straight up anime." I'm like, guys, you're not watching a lot of anime because this looks pretty. Bleh.
Yeah, this
I
is
like that it's her solo story, and the main bad guy will be Black Mask,
mhm.
and Batwoman shows up and all that stuff as you're seeing here on the page. But like, I don't know. They could have just outsourced to an anime studio, like Disney did with Star Wars Visions, and it would have been awesome. I know it would have been expensive, but I think a lot of people would have dug that instead of what we're getting because some still images look great, or not great. They look serviceable, and others just look really bad.
Yeah.
Go watch the trailer and see what we're talking about. I'm not going to play it here just in case.
Yeah, this is man, this is no bueno.
Yeah.
It's really not. It's a shame because these are two cool characters, and I'm like, oh man, this would be a really awesome animated film. But they cheaped out.
Let's see if I can show you some. Like if I show you that by itself, you're like, okay, cool. Or this. Like, yeah, okay, Selena looks cool there. But then this guy shows up. He looks like, and I told you guys on our chat, he looks like when us American fanboys are drawing anime characters and we don't know how to
Mm-hmm.
draw anime style. So you
Mm-hmm.
know the look on our notebooks and notepads.
Mm-hmm.
That's what this looks like. I don't
Yeah.
know. And then look at this. Let's see if I can find the look at
It,
that.
it it just does not look good.
Look at that. Enjoy. Top tier animation right there, folks. God bless.
It just
Yay.
it looks really cheaply done. Is the thing.
The voice acting in the trailer seems, how do you say it nicely? Terrible. Oh, yeah. I mean, Batwoman sounds really weird. Like, no effort whatsoever in the voice acting.
Mhm.
So there's that, which is unfortunate because it looks like some Brubaker, Darwin Cook era inspired action here with the outfit and all that stuff. She deserves better.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the other two films that got a lot of people buzzing online, The Flash, finally confirming the Flashpoint storyline. It's a little bit different. It looks to be
Hmm.
more personal, not as grandiose as the comic. And not only do we get a Flash movie, we get two Flashes in the movie.
Yep.
Supergirl's in it,
Hmm.
and two Batmen are going to be in it. Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck is also showing up.
Are are you sure this is a Flash movie? Because this felt more like a Michael Keaton Batman sequel.
He's he, he's going to steal the show. Everybody's going to
Yeah.
be so excited for that.
Oh yeah. Even if it's 5 minutes, this movie could be 3 hours long, and if Michael Keaton is in the bat suit, even for 5 minutes, that's all anybody's going to talk about in this movie. That
Oh yeah,
that is your price of admission for a lot of these people, and they know it. Which is why in this first trailer, that is what they're heavily promoting is Michael Keaton as Batman, which I can't imagine him being I can't imagine him being too much in this. It's probably, what do you think, 30 minutes at most?
I'm going to say something like 30 minutes. Yes, because you also have the character Supergirl that I'm
Right.
excited to see in live action for the first time, and I'm a big fan of the actress that's playing her. Also a Latina, so that's great.
Yep.
Um, Ben's going to be back, so that's exciting. I really enjoy Ben Affleck's take on Batman,
Yep.
and I do like that Ezra is playing two versions of himself. It's not
Mhm.
well. I think it's a red herring, and it's going to turn out to be some nod to Reverse Flash, but they're playing it as an alternate version of himself, like a darker uh, Barry. So could be interesting. Could be fun. We'll see.
Yeah. Yeah. But did you notice his suit, the darker version of Barry?
Yeah.
His suit is the Michael Keaton Batman suit, I think, but with the yellow lightning spray painted over it.
Oh, I did not know that.
I think that's what that is. I think somebody pointed that out.
Because I know one of the suits is very New 52 inspired with all
Yeah.
the lightning going across, which I really enjoyed. I like that costume.
I think that's what that was, but don't quote me on that. I'm probably wrong. Um, but dude, yeah, I'm all in. If this brings back Keaton, I'll be honest with you. I'm in it for the Keaton stuff. I just want to see Michael Keaton back in the bat suit, even if it's for a couple minutes. Everything else is
Yeah.
just kind of a bonus for me. Um,
Oh, Carl
so
has a good idea. I cannot be the only one that wants a Michael Keaton Dark Knight Returns movie.
I just want a Batman
Anything's
Beyond.
possible, man.
Dude, give me a Batman Beyond movie with Keaton.
You could make that if this works well and it spins off and people are like, yeah, let's do a movie, you can do a Batman Beyond in
I mean,
his universe or something.
it's right there. Like the Batman Beyond movie is pretty much right there. They just they haven't pulled the trigger on it for whatever reason. If they're gonna do Batman Beyond, I think also they need to sink in a lot of money into that. It's gonna be a costly movie.
Oh yeah, for sure. And last but not least, because the Bat Cult wins again. This was the closer that everybody was going goo goo gaga over.
Oh my
The
god, dude!
Batman trailer.
Oh my god, this looks so good.
It's I say that jokingly, but it's a great trailer and the movie looks awesome. As a huge
It
Riddler fan, I'm ecstatic about it.
it looks so good, man. I I have not been this excited for a Batman property since The Dark Knight. I am so fucking excited for this movie. It looks so good.
It's so it's so rich in detail when it comes to like the detective stuff and the
Hmm.
noir aspects,
Hmm.
the Catwoman Batman relationship, Riddler going full Zodiac killer. Um, I'm excited, yeah, and the Penguin, yeah,
Yeah, which Colin Farrell looks nothing like himself as the Penguin. They did a hell of a good job with his makeup and everything like that. He looks amazing. It Man, it it looks really good. I'm impressed so far based on the truth. I said this last year. I don't need another trailer, but I caved. I was like, I kind of want to see this trailer because everybody's talking about it. Okay, I
yeah.
really don't need another trailer after this. I'm good till
Because
March.
last year with COVID, they had to, I think it was from the first act of the movie, they build a sneak peek trailer, but it wasn't a
Hmm.
proper trailer. This is the
No.
main trailer, as it says right here on the caption.
Yeah.
So they had to do that to hype everybody because you can easily forget that we still have to wait a couple more months because this comes out in March of next year.
Oh, dude, I am there day one with bells on. I cannot wait for this. Honestly, this is my most anticipated movie for next year, and just the fact that you've got the guy that did the last two Planet of the Apes films. You got Robert Pattinson, which he's come into his own as a great actor in the last few years.
Hmm.
That is a dude that he said, "All right, y'all, you guys think I'm the Twilight guy, the sparkling vampire guy? Fuck you guys. I'm gonna go do indie films for a couple years, work on my acting chops, and then I'm gonna come back and give you what looks like one of the most badass Batman movies." So I'm pulling for him. This looks so good. I'm ecstatic. I can't be more happy with
Yeah.
what we're seeing.
Carl says the first trailer was much better. This one is okay. I feel like it only exists to keep the movie in our minds. Yeah, they'll probably do. I could see two more trailers before wrapping it up, but that's enough for me. I was already sold with. I like all the superhero movies. I don't care. I'll watch everything.
Well,
But I
dude,
was sold already when the first trailer hit. So
that by its very nature is what a trailer is. It's to get the word out of a movie that's coming out and then
they
hype
need to make
people up.
money.
Yeah, and to make money and hype people up and keep the movie in people's minds. Granted, this is a Batman movie. I don't think it would take much to get people to show up to the theater for a Batman movie, but
Yeah,
this, whew, man, I'm so in.
yeah. At the end of the day, it's a business. They gotta make money.
Yeah,
As much
and
as we love the superhero movies and all those characters and all that stuff, it's a business first and foremost.
yep, yep. And I still have that bet with Jess going on. If
What
the
was the bet?
pearls, if the pearls show up in this
Oh, the
movie,
pearls. Yes,
the
yes.
pearls, yeah, because they've done the pearls in every single Batman movie. Will they do the pearls in this one at some point?
I don't think so, but that's just me.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, I think that was mostly it. I didn't care for the TV stuff. I'm not. I stopped watching TV altogether. I just watch anime stuff, so I don't care. Um, Carl then says, "Doesn't someone have a bet with Jess over the pearls?" Yep.
That'd be me.
Um, did they announce anything else? The video games, which they showed the what do you call it? The
Justice League versus
Suicide
Suicide
Squad.
Squad. Yeah, kills
Yeah,
the
that
Justice
looks
League.
fun.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Um,
it's a cinematic trailer. I don't want to see a cinematic trailer. Give me what the game actually looks and plays like. That's what I want
yeah.
to see.
The saving grace is it's Rocksteady, so
Yeah.
there is going to be quality there. Hopefully,
Hmm.
fingers crossed.
Hmm.
And the other game they showed off was Gotham Knights, same as last year,
Yep.
which I'm not gonna play that.
No,
I'm not a fan of it.
not a fan
I
of
do
Court of
like that
Owls.
it's cool that it's the Court of Owls. I like that you can play as Batgirl, but there's so much stuff out there. Like I don't know. I don't want to play that now. Maybe
I
later
got, I
at a
got you.
discount.
Discount.
Yeah, when it's like 20 or 30 bucks, I'll pick it up and play it on the PlayStation 5 or whatever.
Well, dude, I mean, our backlog of stuff to go through is insane. It's insane. I put everything on the shelf to finish Metroid the other day.
Don't remind me. Don't remind me of that. I'm still waiting for it. Um,
Mm.
it says live update here. Let me check. I have the tab open with the tracking number. In transit, arriving late.
Is that all
I've
you've
been
gotten? You don't have an estimated delivery date?
no, because it's late. Because
Damn.
it's running late. The estimated date is this week, but now it doesn't have anything. It just says arriving late. So that usually means it's going to miss the deadline by about 2 or 3 days. That's usually what happens.
Mm,
And I understand everything's backlogged and delays with shipping, and I totally understand. It's just
hmm
I had no other option when I pre-ordered that game in June because I really wanted the collector's edition. As a huge Metroid fan, I needed
hmm
that. I'm not a fan of collector's editions. I don't get them, but I make the exception for my favorite franchises like Metroid.
hmm
So I couldn't get it at Target. I couldn't get it at Amazon. What's the other website? Best Buy and
hmm
Walmart. I missed all of them, sold out immediately, and GameStop was last on the list, so it was available. I'm like, oh well, shoot, they always take forever, but I'm gonna go that route, and I was able to get it. Gotham
So
Knights
you got the.
smells like a subscription game.
It
Huh.
really does. So you have the collector's edition, right? The really big box.
That's what I got. Yeah, comes with the art
Nice,
book and the cards and all that stuff.
nice, man. Yeah, that thing is huge.
Um, and because I don't have the Smash Fighter Pass for Sora and all that stuff,
Hmm.
but in one of the Discord servers that I'm in, the people there were talking about uh, Smash Brothers, and
Hmm.
I got hyped. So I've been playing that since yesterday. Because when the game came out, it took me a while, and I got it like a year later or something like that. And I only
Yeah.
played a little bit, and I stopped. And I never bothered unlocking every character aside from the DLC. So I'm doing that and getting good at the game. So eventually I'll pony up and get the DLC characters. But I've been enjoying that.
Yeah, dude, the DLC characters are fun. They're worth the price of admission. I think it's like $20 for the fighters pass for each
I think
one.
so. Yeah.
And just when you think about the crazy ride that Sakurai and that whole team has been on over the last few years, developing and probably trying to get licensing deals for all these characters and stuff like
Hmm.
that, it's truly an incredible achievement and a celebration of just games in general that they were able to pull off what they pulled off. And
Yeah.
I don't
Sora.
think I don't think
Yeah.
they'll be able to do it again. I think this is it.
No, I think we're not going to get a Smash game in quite some time. I think when the new Switch 2 or whatever they end
Mhm.
up calling it, when that comes out, I think they're just going to port over, or you're just going to keep playing Smash Ultimate, and that's it.
Mhm.
I don't see
Mhm.
them making another game in quite some time.
Yeah.
The Sora stuff was in demand since the Wii U and 3DS era, and
Mhm.
that took forever to license. That's the only reason it took so long because of
Yeah.
the Disney license, and they couldn't even get Donald or Goofy, which was hilarious.
Yeah.
It's just the Final Fantasy side of things, or the yeah.
Yeah, the mouse said, "Yeah, we'll give you the kid with the spiky hair. You're not getting us.
Oh
You're not getting
no,
the rest of us."
yeah. I saw the graphic with the stained glass or something like that, and
Mhm.
they replaced Donald and Goofy with something else, or like icons
Yeah.
of iconography from the series.
Yeah. Were you a big Kingdom Hearts guy?
I own and have played the first two games. That's it.
Okay.
I never
Okay.
played the spin-offs or the new or the final one, the third one. I need to do that because I do want to see how the story ends. I've not been spoiled, thankfully, so I don't know
Wow.
how it ends.
Wow, I'm really surprised. That came out I want to say over a year ago. It's I mean I would recommend you watch a couple YouTube videos and stuff like that to catch you up on the story because the story gets so friggin' convoluted. It's
Oh yeah,
crazy.
yeah. Even when I was playing it, I was confused, especially the
Yeah.
second one.
Yeah.
I do want to get the all-in-one edition, but which has everything: the
Mhm.
1.5 and 2.8, and uh, the square root of whatever, and the third game. And that what's great about it is that everybody was so disappointed about the Switch ports being cloud versions.
Mhm.
I don't. I get the idea, and it's awesome to play Kingdom Hearts on a Switch. But
Yeah.
I played the original on my PlayStation 2, so I don't like. I'm good playing Kingdom Hearts on the PlayStation. I don't need to play on the Switch. See, James
There's
is upset already.
a version on
Kingdom Hearts
Switch.
guy.
Oh. There's a YouTuber, he's Puerto Rican actually.
Yeah,
His name is Some Call Me Johnny. Dude's fucking awesome. He does reviews for like retro video games and stuff like that. He went through the entire Kingdom Hearts series and he does a good job when he reviews it of summing up the story of every game and how they tie into the next one.
yeah,
So if you want, watch his videos before you jump into the third one. He's really cool.
nice. If they make a new Smash game, it should be a side-scrolling beat 'em up. That'd be fun. I'd be down for that. I love beat 'em ups.
Hmm.
So that Sora trailer, I don't think we talked about it. I got a little emotional when the music hit and everything was
Yeah.
happening. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm feeling something. What
Yeah.
Sakurai? What are you doing? That was really cool. I enjoyed that trailer a whole lot. Got me a little misty eyed watching it.
There is a whole generation of weebs out there that the minute you play simple and clean, there is a tear that
Oh,
comes down their eye.
that's their shit. They get yeah. I love
That
that.
that
Ricardo Hikaru.
that song is still fucking great. What was the other one?
Hmm.
It's simple and clean. What was the one for two? It was my was that
I
I
don't
can't remember.
remember. No.
Ah,
Uh, Utada, they did the song for the Evangelion movie, the new one,
mm, mm-hmm.
and the adaptation for To Your Eternity. Uh,
Okay.
Great songs. I do remember back in the day when I got Kingdom Hearts when it came out. I bought it at was it Electronic Boutique? It was a long time ago,
Yeah.
2002, or Toys R Us, and the pre-order bonus had a really massive poster of Kingdom Hearts, and I had that for ages up in my wall, on my wall, I should say, and I don't know, it got damaged or I lost it during the years, but yeah, I
Yeah.
love it, and I still have it over here, the copy of my Kingdom Hearts. So I'm excited for Sora on Smash.
I still remember Kingdom Hearts finishing it, and you get kind of like a mini trailer in the post credit scene of this dark Sora, and he's like running up walls and he's fighting a bunch of Heartless and stuff like that. I still remember losing my shit, going, "Yo, when are we getting that game?" And eventually, we got Kingdom Hearts 2, and it was pretty close to it.
Yep. Speaking of, I do want to talk about some gaming stuff before we wrap up. Very quickly, because I know a lot of people are upset that Variety spoiled something about the Eternals. I'm not gonna talk about. We're not gonna spoil it here.
Yeah,
I read what it was because I'll be completely honest. I'm not really excited for the movie.
me either.
I don't have any urgency to watch this. It could be great, which I hope it is.
Hmm.
So I saw the leak and it's interesting, but kind of underwhelming.
I mean, it's been rumored for a while what that is. And it was just I mentioned this to Riley earlier today. It was just well, there's two post credit scenes. There's one that's the big one that everybody's kind of buzzing about, and there's another one that's apparently a lot meh. The big one that's been a rumor going around for a while. It's just a matter of when said rumor would happen, and apparently it happens in this film. We're being super vague to not spoil it to anybody, but my level of interest in this film is almost nowhere. I will be honest with you. I'm just not an Eternals guy. I have no interest in the Eternals. I have no interest in a Chloe Zhao film, and it's nothing against her. I just don't find her stuff that fascinating. I just don't care for it. I'm sure it'll be beautiful,
Yeah.
but or the reviews have come out for this, or impressions have come out, and it's the stereotypical stuff. You can almost print this stuff out before they even post
Oh
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's so fucking stereotypical at every single time a Marvel puts out a new film. It's getting to the point where you could set your watch to what everybody's going to say. It's a game changer.
It's a
It's
game changer,
incredible.
son.
Yeah, Marvel does it again. It's an amazing film. It's a game changer. And I'm just like, okay, is it really? Or is it just you guys are in for the ride? Now, I'm not saying they're not being paid off, because I
No, no,
really
no,
don't
no.
think they are. But I think it's clear to me, and I've been saying this for a while now, there is a bias towards Marvel films. I really think that there is an industry-wide bias of like Marvel films, and well, if you say something negative about a Marvel film, then I don't know, just conspiracy theorist in me and stuff like
The
that.
fans will
But
get you.
the fans will get you, yeah. I
'Cause
think this is
I've
gonna
seen the
be.
Twitters and the TikTokers, and they're crazy about the Marvel movies. I mean, I love Marvel. I love all
Yeah,
superhero movies. I don't discriminate against a single one, but
yeah,
they're crazy. I took myself out of that stuff. I don't read comments or anything because
yeah.
they're really passionate.
I think based on what I've read so far of impressions and stuff like that, this is going to be split three ways. And I mentioned
Oh,
this earlier in the chat.
mhm.
I think this is going to be the critics are going to love this because one, it's a Chloe Zhao film, so it sounds like this is just made for them. She makes really these like independent darlings that win awards and stuff like that. I found Nomadland to be boring. Um, the comic fans will enjoy this because of all the lore and what it introduces, especially in that post-credit scene for
Cosmic,
the MCU. Huh?
a lot of the cosmic stuff with
Yeah.
Eternals and bad guys, deviants, and Celestials and all that stuff. Yep.
Right. The Salma Hayek fans will be pleased. The the, the that was a joke. The general audience, I think, is going to walk out of this going, okay.
It's cool.
Yeah, it was another one. It was another MCU film.
Raphael says, interesting thing that I saw about social media reviews is multiple people saying it's the less Marvel movie or the least Marvel movie in the MCU.
Right. I read that too. They're saying it's not really a Marvel movie, it's a Chloe Zhao film, and I just went, the minute I read that.
Oh boy. James, why do you have to go and spoil everything? Wait, are you trying to tell me Alf shows up in the post-credit scene? That's a spoiler, guys. Yeah.
I am down. I'm
At the
down.
end of the movie, Alf shows up and he's part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry,
down for
guys.
that. Yeah.
That'd
No,
be great.
I read a good chunky plot synopsis of what this is, and I couldn't even tell you what's going on because I don't know any of the characters. I have no interest in the Eternals. I
I,
don't. I
I
just don't.
love that it's a Jack Kirby creation, and from what I saw, I don't remember who it was that posted something about it. They give a massive shout out to at the end with the credits to Jack Kirby. That
That's
is
cool.
phenomenal. I'm so excited and happy for that. It's the Eternals. It's not. I don't know. I'll keep my mouth shut. I'll
Neil
wait until the
Gaiman
movie's out.
couldn't. Neil Gaiman couldn't make the Eternals interesting, and Gaiman loves this stuff.
It clearly looks like we're in the middle of license, and I'm not talking about plot. I'm talking about Marvel as a or Disney getting everything lined up for the introduction of the real heavy hitters, which
Hmm.
are the X-Men and Fantastic Four. That's going to
Yeah.
propel the MCU stuff forward big time. So
Hmm.
we're getting a lot of crazy filler-ish content in the meantime.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eternals, the Hawkeye stuff, Secret Invasion. Uh, what else? Echo,
Loki. Loki to a certain
Loki,
extent.
She Hulk, Moon Knight. All of these. I mean, it's great. It's wonderful. I love these characters, but it seems like it's kind of like in the middle of the pot before it's
Yeah.
stirred into something epic, like Galactus or Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if you
Well,
guys agree or not.
well, the thing is with storytelling, you're going up, you're always doing hills and valleys. You build
Mhm.
up to a big moment, and then you come down from that big moment.
Yeah.
And this kind of seems like they built up to Endgame. Spider-Man Far From Home. Spider-Man, what was the last one? Homecoming was the last one?
The Far From Home.
Far From Home was the last one.
Yeah.
Far From Home was them kind of descending, and then they've got the Loki stuff, and now they're starting to build back up again. And that's kind of where we're at right now. Where for the next few movies or whatever, we're building up to something else.
Mhm.
And you got to give them time. You got to be patient with them because the people look back fondly on the last 10 years in the Infinity Saga, but that
Yeah.
took years and multiple films to build up to. And that's
Mhm.
kind of what I get the vibe is that they're trying to do again. Can they strike lightning twice? We'll have to wait and see, to be honest with you, but I just don't have
I
I
think
don't have any interest in
I
Eternals.
think this second saga or whatever it may be is going to be weaker,
Yeah.
and it will set up the third saga with the mutants as the
Yeah.
main event out of everything. So this is probably going to be kind of chill, just right there, like, oh, it's good,
Yeah.
until we get like the big stuff with like Magneto and against the X-Men and the Apocalypse or whatever, and then Fantastic Four with Galactus and Annihilus and all that
Mhm.
stuff.
Well, look, we've got a lot of good stuff coming up. Like you mentioned, we have the Fantastic Four that are coming up eventually. We've got the new Spider-Man movie, the new Doctor Strange, which they keep messing around with time travel and multiverses and stuff like that. So there's good stuff coming. It's just a matter of waiting. I for one love Shang-Chi. That was a fun movie. I didn't expect it to be that good.
And the villain revealed in Loki, which I'm not going to spoil just in case.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's really exciting. That's one
Yep.
of the most intriguing parts of this puzzle. Akma says there's a rumor that Marvel is developing a World War Hulk movie. That'd be fun. I don't know if Ruffalo is going to extend his contract aside from She-Hulk, but we'll see.
Well, they
Because he is
can't
going
they
to show
can't
up in She-Hulk.
they can't do a single Hulk film.
Not yet. Yep. Because
They
Universal still owns the solo movie rights.
yeah.
But a World War Hulk movie, you could call it something else, and it could be about Hulk. But I don't know how you would work that because
Mhm.
kind of the motivation's gone because he's pretty chill nowadays after being
Mhm.
Professor Hulk. Oh, he says looks like Universal lost the rights to the Hulk.
I've never heard that. Huh.
They still have Namor though. They're still ironing that out with Feige and Disney. James, I tried multiple times to read the Eternal comics, and every time I gave up. Same here. I tried. I love Jack Kirby and his creations, but I'm not a fan of the Eternals. Uh, Hopefully, one day we get that Fourth World movie that was
Yeah.
canceled. I still don't understand what was the logic behind that, but okay.
Who knows?
They could do. They can do a Disney Plus Hulk show. That'd be well. We're getting She Hulk, and I prefer She Hulk over Hulk every single day. Sorry,
Same.
guys.
Same.
So last topic here, not movie related, is the Golden Joystick Awards, and I just wanted to run by the nominees. We
Mhm.
can do a little live voting. I have the thing here.
Okay, sounds good.
Keep in mind, I've probably played zero games out of most of the categories, but it could be fun. So the Golden, I almost said the Golden Kirkman, the Golden Joystick Awards.
No,
They're coming up.
The Golden Kirkman is more prestigious than this.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah. I'm gonna try and make an image and make a like a little statue of the Golden Kirkman, and we can use that for fun.
please.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on that. So here is the first nominees, I guess, for best audio.
Mhm.
Jet, The Far Shore, Little Nightmares 2, The Artful Escape, Returnal, Sable, Resident Evil Village. What do you think of that?
Shit. So the only ones on this list that I've played are Returnal and Resident Evil Village, and
I
both of them
figured.
have yeah, both of them have incredible audio. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go with Returnal on this one.
All right, we're going to do that.
Yeah, Returnal's got
Best
great audio.
Storytelling. Life is Strange, True Colors, 12 Minutes, Wildermyth, Psychonauts 2. I already know this is the answer. Chicory, A Colorful Tale, and Tales of Arise. It's Psychonauts, right?
It's Psychonauts, but I have just started Tales of Arise. Gio,
Mm,
you would love that. Because that is an anime game. You would love Tales of
it
Arise.
looks like it, yeah.
Yeah.
So I need to get it.
I'm giving this to Psychonauts too.
There we go.
That was such a good game.
Best multiplayer game. Deathloop, Valheim, Chivalry 2, It Takes Two, Back for Blood, and Naraka Blade Point.
Huh.
I have no idea.
I don't play multiplayer games because I'm just terrible at them. So Deathloop would be the only one on this list that I've tried.
I've heard great things about Deathloop and It
Yeah.
Takes Two, which, if you have a significant other, that apparently
Yeah.
that's a great game to play with. But let's do Deathloop, whatever.
Yeah. Good.
Best visual design: Hitman 3,
Oh,
Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, Genesis Noir, The Artful Escape, Psychonauts 2, Little Nightmares 2.
Jesus. Okay.
I,
This is
I want to
actually a
say
tough one.
Ratchet and Clank because I
This is
have played that game.
this is a tough one, dude, because Psychonauts 2 is so good. Um yeah, I'm gonna go with Ratchet and Clank. That's a beautiful game.
Yep. Game expansion: The Outer World. Oh, I have no idea. Murder on Eridanos, The Sims 4, Ghost of Tsushima, Iki Island expansion. That's it right there.
Mm,
Doom Eternal, The Ancient Gods Part 2, Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, and
man.
Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade Intermission.
Okay, this is the hardest category because there are some serious bangers on this list. That the
I
expansion to
think
Final
it's
Fantasy.
I think it's between these three right here: Mario, Final Fantasy, and Ghosts.
That Doom Eternal expansion is really good, man. It's
Mm,
very good.
yeah,
Um, I can't. I'm gonna give it to Final Fantasy.
let's do that. Perfect. Mobile Game of the Year. I have
Uh,
no idea.
yeah, we might as well just click anything.
League of Legends. I don't care. Whatever. Best gaming hardware: Xbox Series S, Series X. Uh, why do we have an SSD? Is this okay? Sure. Whatever. PS5, Switch OLED, and the GeForce RTX 3080.
This
This
is
is
the
dumb.
PS5. This is the
Uh,
PS5.
PS5, but you can do so much on the emulation scene with the Series X.
I don't have a Series X.
Uh,
Okay,
okay,
I
let's do
want
PS5.
a Series X, but I don't have it.
Yeah, let's do
If this
PS5.
was if this was a regular Nintendo Switch, I'd be like, yeah, hands down, the Switch wins it again. But it's the Switch OLED. I don't have that.
Yeah. Indie game: Wildermyth, Sable, Chicory, Death's Door, Old World, Bonfire Peaks. I have no idea.
Don't know anything about it.
I'm going to pick Chicory because that looks like a dog, and dogs are cute.
That looks adorable.
Studio of the Year: Capcom, House Marquee, Dragneck and Friends, Double Fine, Arcane, IO Interactive.
Whoa, I'm really surprised the Ratchet and Clank Studio isn't on here.
Right? That's weird. Take
That
Dragneck out and put Insomniac.
that seems like a strange omission considering Insomniac is basically the reason you get a PS5 at this point.
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna go with Double Fine?
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Double Fine since that's my choices.
There you go. Best Performer. Oh boy. Elijah Wood in Psychonauts, Jennifer Hale in Ratchet and Clank, Erica Mori in Life is Strange, Maggie Robertson as the tall lady from Resident Evil, Jason E. Kelly from Deathloop, and Ozioma uh, I'm butchering this, Akaga from Deathloop.
Okay, so I, I quit on Deathloop, but the voice acting on that is great. It really is. But You know what? Let's just go with the obvious choice. Let's give it to Jennifer Hale for that Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
You played the new Ratchet and Clank, right?
Yeah, I have it.
Did you did you finish it?
I have not finished, but I've played a good chunk of it,
Okay, I love that
and
game.
it's fun. I love it. Best game community? None.
That's
That's the answer.
there are good gaming communities.
Dreams, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy 14, No Man's Sky Origins, Monster Hunter Rise, and Magic the Gathering Arena.
Wow.
I I
Monster
don't
Hunter.
socialize with online gaming. I don't care.
Yeah, yeah. I stopped doing that years ago when I keep getting my ass beat by a 13-year-old named Slapnut69 who just keeps yelling obscenities at me through my headphones. I'm like, yeah, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore.
I played Destiny. That's fun. I have not played Final Fantasy 14. I've not. I want to play No Man's Sky. Seems like a pretty chill exploration game.
hmm
I'm gonna go with Monster Hunter Rise.
Those games are so much fun. I love the Monster Hunter games.
PC Game of the Year. I just play
I'm out.
retro stuff on my PC. What the hell?
I'm out.
Chivalry, Pathfinder, Old World, Forgotten City, Hitman 3. What, dude, I don't care. Whatever. Sorry, guys. Can I skip? No, I can't skip it. So I'm gonna vote for Chivalry. Whatever. PlayStation Game of the Year. All right, here we go.
Here we
Ratchet
go.
and Clank, Deathloop, Kena Bridge of Spirits, Resident Evil Village, Death Stranding Director's Cut, and Returnal.
Okay, so this is a two-way tie for me. It's between Kenna, and Ratchet and Clank.
I thought so.
And Kenna's so good.
You played Resident Evil, right? Village.
Yeah, yeah. I love the new Resident Evil. It's so much fun, and they do something in that story that just made me go, "Oh, you guys really went there! Holy shit!" Have you played it?
No, because I wanted to play the series in chronological order, and I'm still stuck on the original three games.
There is. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. There
Yeah.
is a reveal that happens about midway through the game that you could just hear the thud when my jaw hit the floor when the reveal happens because I'm like, you guys really had the balls to actually do that, didn't you? Wow. Okay.
So can I play this without worrying about the other games?
Um. Yeah. Yeah. You should be. Did you at least play 7?
No. No.
Okay. So this is a direct continuation to 7, but they fill you in on what you need to know the key events in 7 before you play this one. I think you'll really dig this. This is a lot of fun.
Okay. I'll think about it. I'll play that eventually.
Um. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Ratchet and Clank. Mm, yeah, let's give it to Ratchet and Clank.
Okay. Xbox Game of the Year.
That's a
Microsoft Flight Simulator, 12 minutes, Artful Escape, The Ascent, Lost Judgment, and Psychonauts. Psychonauts.
yeah. It's the
All
only
right.
one I played.
Nintendo game. Hey, finally, something I can participate
Hey,
in. Nintendo Game of the Year.
come
This
on!
is
This is a
easy.
given.
Come
This is a
on.
given. Why? Why even? There should just be one choice here.
Why are you pitting new Pokemon Snap, which was great, and WarioWare? Brave the Default, whatever. Neo, The World Ends With You, Monster Hunter Rise against the GOAT of Metroid. Any
It's
Metroid game is my game of the year. Even I haven't even played it, but I'm voting for it.
dude. When I tell you, it's not even close this year. It's Metroid. How was? Did you ever play Bravely Default 2?
No. I don't do a lot of JRPGs
Oh,
just for
okay.
time reasons. Still playing. What's this? Oh, the shooters and all
Mhm.
that stuff. Genshin Impact, Counter Strike Global Offensive, Fortnite, ugh, Final Fantasy 14, Rainbow Six Siege, Call of Duty Warzone, Rocket League, Apex Legends, Destiny 2, GTA Online. I played Destiny. I played Apex. What else? I have played Fortnite. It's terrible. Genshin Impact. I would vote for that, honestly.
Fortnite was the game that made me go, I'm just not doing multiplayer games anymore. That was the
Is
one that
this
broke me.
is this Rick Sanchez?
That's Rick Sanchez. Yeah,
Oh my god!
yeah.
Did you
It
see the
was.
post I made that the Dune characters are in Fortnite?
Yep, Yeah,
Why? Why are they in Fortnite?
money, money, man. Hey, there are kids in my school that love Fortnite. That they still play it religiously and stuff like that. I tried it for about 10 minutes once, and like I told you, that's what made me go. I am way too old to be playing these games with these kids that have all day to actually get good at them.
Yeah, I played twice. One on
Yeah.
my phone, and I learned the hardcore Fortnite players hate mobile game players. So they knew I was a cell phone player, and they were relentless. As soon as I spawned, I would get sniped,
Yeah.
and I would run around, get sniped. I would try again, and then somebody would snipe me from way far in the map. I'm like, nah,
Yeah.
I can't. I'd rather play for a solo adventure, one player only thing.
Well, when I was in high school, I was an animal at Modern Warfare 2. I was competing with friends for money and stuff like that. I was
Oh, really?
fucking good at that game. Yeah, I was really good, man. I predominantly played a sniper, which I would rock with the 50 cal.
Damn.
But my skills have since atrophied because I have a lot of other shit going on right now in life.
Yeah.
Man, those were good times.
Nice. I'm gonna vote for Genshin because why not? It's
Yeah.
anime inspired. Let's do that. Most wanted game. Legend Gotham Knights. No, 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 no.
No.
Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2.
Oh, that's up
Mm,
there. Yeah.
That's up there. God of War Ragnarok. That's up
That's my
there too.
choice.
Horizon Forbidden West. That's my choice. Wait, damn it. Pokemon Legends Arceus. Elden Ring, Skate 4, Lego Star Wars, Starfield, Marvel's Midnight Suns. Okay. GTA 5 on PS5 and Halo Infinite. I think it's between these three right here.
Yeah, but it's Elden Ring. Elden Ring is the Dark Souls fanboys and stuff. I love it. I
Yeah.
love that stuff, man. Um, I'm gonna give it to God of War Ragnarok. I'm super excited for God of War
God of War
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok. For me, it's Horizon Forbidden West and Pokemon Legends. That's my jam.
You're really hyped for Pokemon Legends, huh?
I'm hyped for every Pokemon game, and
Okay.
the idea of it being set in the past, and it's not truly open world. They said it's more like Monster Hunter Rise, that type of gameplay, which I don't care. It's still awesome, anyways, to me.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I'm excited for that.
Cool. Cool.
Horizon Forbidden West, but we'll do God of War. We'll do that. God of War Ragnarok. Ultimate Game of the Year. This is such a lame thing.
It's pretty
Ratchet and
lame.
Clank. Didn't we do this already? Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, The Forgotten City, Hitman 3, Mass Effect Legendary Edition, Metroid Dread,
You can
Resident
stop
Evil
right there.
Village,
Wait. You can stop right there because there's nothing else on this list.
Psychonauts 2, and Deathloop. It Takes Two. That's a lie. We're going to go with Metroid. There we go.
Yeah, there is nothing else on this list, man.
Yeah, so that's it. The joystick,
Yeah.
what do we call it? The Golden Joystick Awards. Kind of silly, but cool nonetheless. I wish people would take gaming awards more seriously, honestly, because they do. What's the other one that they do? The video game awards.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Keely's been trying to get that stuff to be taken more seriously for years. Like he's tried to make it very prestigious and make it something that
I
was
can't.
respectable.
Yeah,
And it's fucking video games, dude. Just lean into it. I get it, but at the end of the day, it's video games, and they're meant to have fun.
they're exactly. Video games are meant to be fun, but people take them way too seriously. Elden Ring got delayed by a month now, coming out in February, and a beta test this November. You gonna
I
check that out?
yeah, yes, I will. I
I
have
want to play the Demon Souls game, even though I know I'm gonna hate it because of the difficulty, but I want to play it. Why not? If I
I
find it for cheap, I'll get it.
I say give it a shot. Look up
Yeah.
some builds online, and look up some guides. There's no shame in it. I think you'll have a lot of fun with it. I love those
Oh
games.
yeah, I don't mind looking at playthroughs and guides. Like
Yeah.
yeah, uh, yeah. So that's all we got, folks. Pretty light week, but heavy in the topics that we covered. If you guys have any last minute questions that you want to throw at us before we wrap up. Let me remind you that this episode was sponsored and brought to you by the fine folks at InStockTrades.com, IST as we like to say, where you can get your collected editions, whether it be an omnibus, trade paperback, hardcover, absolute, the complete collections, manga, whatever it may be, collected edition wise. You get it at InStockTrades.com. $50 or more gets you free shipping, extra loyalty discounts if you order on a weekly basis. And and I forgot to mention that next week we will be doing our monthly gift card giveaway courtesy of InStock Trades. So yeah, ISD, the home for collected editions. That's InStockTrades.com. Let's see. Next tomorrow will be manga topic, and then we will be. I have no idea what we're going to talk about, but I'm going to come up with a topic an hour before we go live. And then Monday, it's hauls, previews, and reads. And then we do it all over again. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you to all the wonderful chatters. You guys are great. Love every single one of you guys.
We also have Dune tomorrow.
Luke?
We got Dune tomorrow. One last thing. We got Dune tomorrow at 6:00 on HBO Max.
Are you going to watch it through HBO Max, or are you going to go to the IMAX?
I'm gonna do HBO Max. It's more cost effective. So
I don't have HBO Max, but I will find a way to watch it. Wink. We'll see. I'm gonna try and. I haven't read the book. I really wanted to read the damn book before watching the movie, so I could do a comparison. But I'm just gonna watch the movie and later read it. But you watch that, and next Monday we can talk. Next Wednesday we can talk about a Dune review.
Okay.
All right. Well, everybody, that's it for now. Thank you. Stay safe out there. Lou, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find me at Comics Guide 101 on Twitter. At Comics Guide 101 on YouTube.
Nice. And for myself, you can find me on my YouTubes. That's A Week in Geekdom. I'm also on TikTok, but you're going to have to dig through there to find me. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm on TikTok, but mostly subscribe to my YouTube page, A Week in Geekdom, for all fun and games and all that stuff. That's it. Thank you, everybody. Stay safe. God bless. Catch you guys on the next stream.
Good night, everybody.